Jesus, Sonic, Mpreg. Jesus is an alpha, Sonic is an omega. You want more lore on that?
No.
Well, go fuck yourself. There's none. Big dog? Big dog?
I'm the alpha, and I'm going to impreg you in your bussy.
The vagina is just a dead end. It's just a cul-de-sac.
Here's my crown. Here's my knot.
I'm coming to you. Thinking about your mother and being aroused. Yuck.
No,
Biphobia? You should be afraid of bisexuals because they don't believe in you. Hi guys, welcome to Double Entendre Pod. I'm your host, Carter Horton.
And I'm the other host, Marielle Gerguski. Welcome to our fun little interim episode where we are talking all things AO3, Wattpad, specifically Ben Solo nodding Alpha Omega smut. If you listen to the last episode, you know what I'm about to say. If not, listen
Welcome.
up.
Thanks for joining us on this episode.
Yeah.
First and foremost, this is less special and more the first in a long line of our weekly episodes. We can't read a novel, and by we, I'm using the royal we. It's just me. I can't read a novel every week and live my life.
Right.
So we are also doing some short fiction that has been recommended to us by our lovely, lovely patrons. Why don't you stand up, take a bow.
Yes, we got quite a few patrons signing up last time after we mentioned that for these interim episodes where we do the AO3 Wattpad stuff, that we will be taking suggestions from our Patreons for what we should feature.
So just like what we are reading, this episode is gonna be a smutty little short.
So neither of us have really had much of an AO3 Wattpad journey, and what better time to go on that than when you're in your 30s? It is very overwhelming. So when I went on there for the first time, I was like, "What is going on?"
This was your first
My very first time typing in AO3.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I've been on AO3 before. Not, like I don't know who talks about their AO3 usage. I found out about AO3 through a roommate of mine. It was the year was 2018. It was before.
When dinosaurs walked the earth.
Yeah. And
The before times.
We didn't wear masks in public. So I was a little curious. I never really read it for fiction. She would read it for story. I hung out in a little tag called Oops All Smut. So when I would go, there was no plot. I'm not here for fan fiction. I'm here for dirty smut.
Corn, basically.
Yeah. No. Entirely.
Entirely.
Yeah, I read it. I went to that one site for one purpose.
Yeah. So that being said,
to spice things up.
Yeah. That being said, I went on there and just went to a category, and I thought, what better category than Star Wars? Carter loves Star Wars. I am a new fan to Star Wars. I found myself a little story about Ben Solo.
Wait, so this wasn't recommended to you?
No, I just found it. Because I didn't see any recommendations when I had to pick it.
You just dove into this.
I just dove into this.
Okay.
So we are diving in with a Ben Solo. It's like
What's it called?
A Kylo Ray.
Reylo.
A Reylo, right.
Reylo is what that's called.
I will preface this by saying I haven't seen any of the Disney films. So
Yeah.
I am a little lost on some characters.
Also keep on saying Alpha Omega story. It's just the Omega verse.
Right. But I'm saying
Yeah.
he's an Alpha, she's an Omega.
Spoilers.
Sorry. I actually don't know. Oh, it's called Yield.
Yield. By X_Craven. X Craven, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I know a little bit about your personal journey because of the notes that you put at the beginning of every chapter.
I hope you're doing okay.
Yeah, and congratulations on the engagement. We're engaged too.
Right. Okay, so first of all...
And also sorry about your dog and your grandpa and...
Your aunt or something?
Your aunt, yeah.
It's like they had a real
There
rough,
was
They had a real rough time at one point.
One chapter starts with a bit of a trauma dump.
Yeah. So first of all, I did not know that this was about the Omegaverse.
You didn't even look at the tags.
I didn't
on
look
the
at the
story.
tags. There was too many. Guys,
There's a lot of
there's
tags.
a lot of tags. Whenever I
Yeah.
look at any like AO3 story to be like, what about this? There's so many tags.
Yes,
I
so
just
that
said
you
forget
know
it.
what you're getting into.
No, I know, but I kind of skimmed them, and I didn't see like alpha, omega, I didn't see any of
Well,
that.
because it's going to be like A/B/O or A/O.
You pretend to know nothing about the Omegaverse, but you know its tags.
I did research. I know stuff about this because I was in between chapters 6 and 7 of this, and I was like, I'm not getting any answers. I need a crash course. And so I Googled the Omegaverse to try and find, I was like,
Talk about your browser history
what's
being...
Patient Zero? Like, I wanted to find the story. I was like, who's the author that like came
Started
up?
this.
And I can't find it. So please
know.
let me know. I need to know. I need to walk through ground zero of this crazy idea that jury's out. Jury's out.
Yeah.
Jury's out.
I think what trips me up about the Omegaverse is that like when I read a story where they're not werewolves, where they're just humans,
Sure.
but they follow like a wolf pack
Which is
vibe.
most of the Omegaverse.
Yeah.
Most of them are not werewolves.
Right. Some of them are though. Like there's
I feel like that's a minority though.
There's a huge author named Allie Hazelwood that came out with a book called Bride, and it was about the Omegaverse, and they were werewolves.
Okay, sure.
So like there are some.
And that
I've
got
read
published?
some. What?
That got published?
Published. Like it's in Barnes
exactly.
and Noble.
So it's a lot easier to understand if it's a werewolf.
Yes. If they're just humans.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. So do you want a crash course? I took notes.
It's got to be super crashy.
Yeah.
Crash
okay,
into
so
me.
this is I researched.
Dave Matthews.
Yeah, crash into me. I'm coming to you. I fuck with some DMB.
Same.
So all of my research is from 2 websites. It's from Wattpad, someone who published a book about the Omegaverse, wrote a little article, and then from singlesnyc.com. Did I get a virus? Maybe. There are alphas, omegas, and betas, or betas, alphas, and omegas in terms of how common they are. Betas are basically just people. Omegas or alphas are traditionally quite dominant. They have a knot, as we've been just saying for this entire episode. And then omegas are a little bit more like docile and submissive traditionally. We'll get into that more with the story. But I had questions about the anatomy because I was like, do all alphas need to be males? Can only, assigned female at birth individuals become omegas, and is that how they're talking about gender? No. If you're AFAB, you can still be an alpha.
Okay.
You have a member that is retractable and no womb, which means that the vagina is just a dead end. It's just a cul-de-sac. Okay?
Okay.
And there is no menstruation.
Retractable penis.
Usually. No, I think it may be like their clit engorges. I mean, it's hard and fast. Like it's the Wild West out here.
Right.
So like you can do whatever you want.
So I was gonna say, in this story, Leia is a alpha.
Yes.
But she gave birth to Ben.
Yes. But she also had sex with another alpha.
Okay.
So
I feel like my brain is coming out of my ears.
Yeah, mine too.
Do you see it?
Just wait. So then alphas are usually always tops. We'll get into that. Betas cannot reproduce at all with omegas. Okay? There's no children. And then they can't be impregnated by alphas. A beta could, I guess, hypothetically impregnate an alpha, but most alphas wouldn't go for that.
They wouldn't allow it.
Because they're tops, usually. Female omegas, normal biology. Male omegas...
Uh-oh. I don't like that.
Male omegas have a uterus in their anal cavity.
Oh, for crying out loud.
But usually they give birth via C-section. Some authors decide to make it natural, which is
Out of their butthole?
I guess what that means, because there's no way it's coming out of your urethra. There's a couple words, some vocab. Heat.
Would that be Mpreg then?
That is Mpreg. Yes. Yeah. So like Jesus, Sonic, Mpreg. Jesus is an alpha. Sonic is an omega.
Freak. Give me a second.
Can I
give me a
give you-
second.
oh,
give me
no,
a second.
no.
Give me a second.
Okay.
I have to
And
center
we're back.
myself.
So there's a couple. We're on the clock. We're timing this. Couple words you need to know. You know most of them. Not KNOT. Okay, it is a band of muscle that engorges as sort of like a secondary boner. If you think about it, like right before climax, it inflates and
you ram it in.
and you ram it in, and that's
It's meant to stick you
yeah,
together.
it makes like a vacuum seal, essentially, to ensure that they take.
Yeah.
Take is like a big thing. You're not impregnating someone if you're an alpha. You're not, and then you want the pups to take.
Oh my god.
They call them pups. Heats are omegas go into heat, wherein they, much like an animal in heat, they are irritable, really crazy, sexual, and it lasts for like a week or so. Alphas rut usually when they smell an omega in heat.
What's rut mean?
Rut is like
Hump.
yeah, kind of like a male version of the heat, where they have this uncontrollable urge to not. Okay, it just takes. It's like the Hulk. Like they can't help it. The only other real thing you need to know is slick, which is the lubricant and the secretion in omega specifically releases through whatever cavity they have. So
I'm still like really stuck on the butthole uterus.
uterus in not butthole.
Sorry.
Anal cavity.
Anal cavity
Yeah.
uterus.
There's just like a. Think about it like salmon swimming upstream
I don't want to think
to
about
go to the primordial hatchery. You know, there's something beautiful about that.
Sure. Okay.
Natural
so,
lubricant for anal sex, though. Win for the gays. You know?
Absolutely.
I bet all the beta gays really hate their like one omega friend that just slicks. You know?
This is like when I learned what furries were and like all their terms.
I don't know all their terms. I'm sure I will. We'll learn it eventually.
At some point. Should we read furry AO3?
Yeah, there's got to be some.
Plenty.
Honestly, I kind of want to read like some Sonic,
Right.
Omegaverse
Right.
now.
So now you know about the Omegaverse.
And now you do.
And now I
too.
do. And thank God. I did
Yeah.
have some questions in my notes, so you answered some of them. And so I would give you a summary of this story, but it is only like 7 chapters long. It's not finished. I don't believe this author is going to finish it. I think the last chapter was from a while ago.
Sure.
And there's not really much that happens, but it's basically Ben Solo, also known as Kylo Ren, goes to a BDSM club run by his friend Poe.
Poe Dameron.
And he has like a secret. He has something that he's shameful about because he's spoiler alert, he's an alpha who likes to be dominated. Okay. What?
No.
Unheard of, unnatural, abomination. So he goes to this club, and who's working there and who gets assigned to him but Rey. What's her full name?
We'll get into this when you ask me Star Wars questions. Move on.
Okay. Rey is there, and he's blindfolded and chained up while she's doing stuff to him, and he can't see who she is, but he loves it and she loves it, and they have a great time.
Yeah.
Then she starts school. She starts college.
This is Professor Ben Solo, by the way. Despite their close proximity in the films, age gap. How big? Who knows?
Who knows?
But he's a professor.
He is a professor, and she goes to school. She starts her new semester, and wouldn't you know it, she's in his class.
For comparative biology of alpha, beta, and omega anatomy.
Right. So he
He's about to give
realizes-
her an object lesson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She realizes that. He doesn't know it's her. She starts coming on to him because she can't help it in her Omega ways. They spend some time together.
She's
like
perfuming all over his office.
crying out loud.
She
Yeah,
gives him a crocheted mouse that smells like her.
Yeah.
Also, she smells like lavender, or maybe she just used lavender oil to massage him one time.
Well, we'll get into it. So really that's basically it. And then like he finds out that it's her.
It's a little cat and mouse game. I just got that. That was actually a little bit more clever than I.
There
Yeah.
you go. But his mother Leia and his father Han work for the school that he also works for. And he she's like
what is
the
it?
like she's like the dean. Oh, she is the dean, and he's
She
another,
is.
and Han is another professor.
Mm-hmm.
So they find out that like he's found a potential mate, and they're really excited about it.
Says they're gonna get married.
Says they're gonna get married. That's basically the whole story.
Yeah.
There's one piece I forgot about, which is that like you have marks on you, like brands.
No. Everyone has glands. This is what I forgot to mention.
Sorry.
For the Omegaverse. I'm so sorry.
Right.
No, or not everyone, but it seems like smell and scent is a huge part of the Omegaverse, right? And alphas smell a certain way, Omegas smell a certain way, betas kind of don't, but they're very calming in their scent. They're a little bit more neutral. Betas are just, they're there and they're annoying and no one likes them. From what I can tell, and they're uninteresting because they're us. They're just normal people for the most part. But you have in this specific story at least, and it seems like in some others this is regular, there's a gland on your neck, presumably where like your lymph nodes are, I would guess. It's part of your lymphatic system. I don't know that for sure, but I'd imagine it is since it's a gland, and that is what emits. And so like when you're in heat, if you're an Omega, you will perfume and you emit pheromones. I kind of envision like gills. A little bit, like tiny little slits in the neck. I don't think that's accurate.
No.
But
What does this have to do with his brand?
because he's the only one that has it.
No, other people have brands.
Other alphas.
You get a brand if you're deemed violent and
only
and
alphas
dangerous.
if they're dangerous.
Yeah.
But it's not fair that he got it because he was only defending an innocent beta woman from her abusive partner.
My first question is, I said, who's Poe? The black guy? And then I said, oh wait, he just said Poppy. Is it Oscar Isaacs?
Yes.
That was quite the roller coaster for me to go
Oscar Isaac
on.
Hernandez.
Oh, is that his actual
That's
last name?
his full name.
Because I was gonna say,
I
I was
only
like, do we
learned that
know
recently.
if Oscar Isaacs is Hispanic?
Yes.
Because Isaacs isn't like a Hispanic last name,
It's
and
Oscar Isaac.
Isaac, sorry, and he could just be like Italian, you know, or
No, he's Hispanic. I don't know
kind?
specifically. He's Latinx.
right.
Yeah.
So it is. So Poe is the one that owns the BDSM club, and he's, really trying to encourage Ben to work out his kinks. Wink, wink. I said I was going to try to guess what his little quirk is that he was ashamed of, and I thought it was going to be a breeding kink.
I mean, he kind of has one.
I said at the very, very end, I said slight breeding kink confirmed.
Yeah.
Because he like his mom mentioned grand pups, and he was like, "Oh, picturing filling her with pups has really got me going." And I'm like, "Oh."
I took a note on that
we
because of we'll get to it. Yeah. So my big thing, and this is just me being a boomer a little bit, and I apologize
Okay,
in
boomer.
advance. Okay. I'm here. I'm sat. I'm so glad to be welcomed into this world and learning about it. My big thing with fanfic, why is it Poe Dameron and Kylo Ren and Rey and Finn and Rose and Admiral Hux if it takes place in the United States of America and no one uses the Force?
Right.
Why are we? There's an Alderaan University, but like,
I have a note that says, screaming at this being a Star Wars universe, but they're using iPads.
yeah, and I'm like,
Yeah.
but it's not the Star Wars universe. These are just Star Wars characters.
But they do say at one point they go, "See you at the cantina later."
Yeah, but that's just a bar.
No, I know, but like that's a Star Wars bar.
So was Alderaan. Alderaan's a planet, and that's the one that Princess Leia is from
Yeah.
and blew up. I think I would like this story more if it was just Adam Driver and Oscar Isaac were pals.
We're what?
We're pals.
Well, but the thing is like I feel like that's the thing about fanfic is that like the world in which you get these characters from has already been explored. Make it your own. You know, like I understand what you're saying. Like, put it in the Star Wars universe. They are Star Wars characters, but there's something to taking them out of that and putting them into your world. And it's really mostly just about like Adam Driver as Kylo Ren, bopping around as a professor in America.
I guess
it's
because I've seen the films. I was like, oh, I know exactly how he would deliver this line.
Right.
Like, it's really easy for me to read the characters in my head, but
you just have to suspend disbelief.
No, it was suspended for me. I would have liked this even more if it was like, just, make it downtown LA and Adam Driver instead of getting famous and becoming a movie star.
But that can exist. It's just this is a different version of that, where because people are attracted to Kylo Ren and his mannerisms,
and his
who he is.
Wide chest. There was a reference to that too. I know for a fact this was written in between or after episode 8, but before episode 9 came out.
Wait. Let me find it. Massive chest is the quote.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, his barrel ass chest and high ass pants. Because there's a
yes.
I've never seen the movies, but there's a screenshot of him like just looking wide as fuck.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
His
great.
pants were like up to his nipples.
They are not that high.
Oh, okay.
They're above the belly button. they're getting up there.
I really loved that because Poe says like, I need you to fill out this form to know your like to know your hard limits, your soft limits, whatever.
What you consent to.
And he's like, you have to write down your name, but you don't have to write your name. You can have an alias.
Yeah.
And he chose B Kylo. I just thought that was funny.
Yeah.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Oh wait. I think that's wait.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought I had a note on that, but maybe I didn't. Why is his name Kylo Ren?
He's one of the Knights of Ren.
Where's that name come from? What?
He's one of the Knights of Ren.
Of Ren.
R-E-N. So he's Kylo Ren.
I see. So Kylo is the name, Ren is like the last name, almost.
Like adopted surname, title, yeah.
Okay. So this
Do you
is
want
like
more lore on that?
No.
So well, go fuck yourself. There's none.
Okay.
There's none.
Okay, great.
We all looked at them in episode 7 and we're like, oh, they're all so cool. Who are the rest of the Knights of Ren?
Doesn't matter. You think Disney thought that through?
No, you think J.J. Abrams knows?
No.
So
Sorry. Is this alias B Kylo like a little Easter egg?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There was a reference. He also
because I thought Kylo was like part of his name maybe, and it was like, well, that's not conspicuous at all.
No, Ben Solo goes by Kylo Ren.
I see.
And then it's kind of sort of a twist in episode 7 that he is Ben Solo, but not really.
I see.
Okay, so this first scene, he fills out his little iPad. It is an iPad. Apple exists in this universe. It's our world, basically. And he fills out all of his kinks. Poe immediately looks at all of them and then goes, oh, I got the perfect one for you. Which also, like, this is your childhood best friend. Like, I know that he runs a sex dungeon and he's like, no judgment, whatever. But I'd be like, do you have an assistant manager or something who can, like, don't read my chart.
Don't read my chart, man.
Yeah, man. Come on. Whatever.
Yeah, like Julianne is my best friend in the whole world and my sister of my heart. But I really don't. I don't want to get into talking about my kinks with her.
If she ran a sex dungeon, though, do you think you would?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a good question.
It's a very different Julianne.
In his his chart, he put down no penetrative sex, and I said, "Why am I reading this?" So I was like,
so that later when she fiddles with his fly,
right?
He presses the buzzer, and she's like, "Oh no!" And so now we can know that she's like, very respectful. She takes her job very seriously. He got a little nervous. We can know that like the dungeon is a safe place for him, and also it can make him want and yearn
for it.
Because
at first I was like, does it mean never? Like he doesn't want that? Because like sometimes let's get into it. Sometimes if like I'm feeling a little frisky, I'm watching some adult movies. If it's just fooling around, not interested. It pisses me off actually. Like if it's just
You've seen an adult movie that has no penetration?
Yeah. Or like
That's
not
not an
movie,
adult
but like
movie.
a like a clip. Or like a video.
Yeah.
Not a full movie, but I mean
But
like a video.
little, like some hand stuff
Yeah,
or something.
like if
at
it's like
least.
if it's just a BJ, if it's just hand stuff, I'm like, what the hell? Who cares?
Well, because they want you to pay like $5 a month or
I get it. I just
give
was
them
like,
your Social
I thought that's
Security
what
or
this,
whatever it is.
I thought this was gonna be. I was like, no penetration.
Well, it kind of,
but
unfortunately, it does turn into that because this story is unfinished.
right.
I imagine there would be full penetration. This was like really a fantastic scene. Hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really like different anatomy aside. I'd mind it.
Mm-hmm. And it was if this story was finished and there were it was like climaxing wink to them having penetrative sex, then I'd be like this first scene would hit even better because it's
a
like
little teaser.
A tease. Yeah. It's a tease.
It is, but now it's just a tease
Now
instead
it's
of
just a
being
tease.
like a preview. But it was really well written smut.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It was effective.
I did say I'm gonna freak out at him nodding in her mouth, like
Well,
she was going downtown.
I don't think she takes it all the way.
She does.
Does she? I need to reread it.
And because I've read some of Megaverse stuff where like they talk about nodding and like
He said he was afraid of nodding in her mouth. I thought. Oh, in my mind, I was imagining it a little different. She was talking about pumping, and so I imagined, just by necessity, you can't be down at the base, throating it, and also pumping with your hand. Like, where's your hand going if it's all in your mouth?
I am 99% sure that he did.
I'm only like 70% sure.
Yeah.
Mine.
I just was like I said, reading about like the penetrative aspect of nodding. I was like, I'm like, yeah, hot.
But not in the mouth.
But not in the
No,
mouth.
yeah.
Because the whole point is to like get stuck inside you to make sure the implantation takes.
Mm-hmm,
So if it's in your mouth, it's like putting your whole fist in your mouth and then you can't get it out.
But he's got a ball gag in his mouth too.
Freak out.
Right? So like then there's some symmetry. It's poetry. It rhymes.
I have a question.
Yes.
Are Kylo and Rey not brother and sister?
Reylo is not incestuous. They're not.
Because isn't Ben a twin?
No.
You said that.
Leia and Luke are twins. Luke and Leia are twins.
Oh, am I getting it confused? Yes.
You haven't. Yeah.
Padme had twins.
Padme had twins, and that was
sometimes
Luke and Leia.
Sometimes when you watch,
It
depending on which order
melts
you
together. Yeah.
watch in, and because the prequels are like better quality, so that's like a newer movie.
Yes.
To me, that means like it comes after sometimes
does
in my
not.
brain.
It's the
so I
prequel.
forget that what the baby she gives birth to
Is Luke. The babies is Luke and Leia.
Right. Okay.
Which makes their two kisses gross.
Yes.
Everyone forgets about the second one, but they kiss twice. It's not cool, George.
So they're not brother and sister. Okay. And
No.
and Ben's an only child.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, yeah, there's like legends and lore and stuff, and there were originally. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. The books, burn them. That's what Disney did. Oh, I do want to say one thing though. They're in comparative biology, and someone asked a question about them being like werewolves or something, and Kylo or Ben Solo, Professor Solo, is like, oh no, that's incorrect, and he gives some reasons. And he was like, can anyone else expand? And then Rey is like, yeah, they're called. It takes after like all of the wolves, like it's Alpha and Beta and Omega, just like you find in natural wolf packs. Not true. Alpha wolf is false. The study of an alpha wolf came from wolves in captivity.
This has only been more popular knowledge recently, I will say. Like it started to get around to the average person that like wolves don't behave in this alpha omega thing. Because I didn't know about it until like a handful of years ago. So so the word is getting out.
Good.
Spread the word.
Great.
Spread the word, you guys. Which reminds me, I again with these stories where they're like not wolves, just humans, but acting like animals. I lose it when they refer to babies as pups.
Yeah.
I lose it. They've mentioned pups so many times. I'm like, wait, why? Just say babies. They're not puppies. But at the same time, I will say, my family has a nickname for little kids, which is puppety.
That's so close.
You know, so I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
maybe you would call. Would you call a little kid a pup? Hey, little pup.
I mean, like
don't think so.
if you're, I don't know, if you have like a dog penis,
Right.
you know,
Sure.
you're probably a little bit more likely. And wolves exist in this world, so you can look and be
Yeah.
like, it's the same.
It's the same.
They're pups. Finn's last name being Storm is boo. He doesn't have a last name.
Oh, this
Because
person
he's a
just
stormtrooper,
Oh.
and he was captured as a child and indoctrinated by them.
Right.
Yeah.
I said hey, I bite you all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make me an alpha?
No,
Am I
because
the
you're
alpha?
a bottom.
But I bite you.
Yeah, and
I
I bite
leave
you
my
back.
mark. You don't really bite me back. Not often.
No, not nearly as much. But that doesn't mean that she, as Rey, as an Omega, wants to bite him too.
Right. And she says it won't matter if she bites him and he doesn't bite her back.
Yes,
I guess
if
that's
an alpha bites you, then you're bonded.
Oh my God.
And your scents mix. Presumably, they need to bite you around the gland,
right.
which is like at the base of the neck, where it meets the shoulders, and then their saliva mixes with your pheromones, and then like you smell different, and other alphas will be like, oh, that's a bonded Omega. I can't go into a feral, lusty fugue state and just fuck them until one of us can think again.
Well, I'm going to choose to believe that because I bite you and leave literal bruises sometimes, then I'm an alpha.
See, now
I'm the alpha, and I'm going to empreg you in your bussy.
I don't like that. That was not on my iPad. I didn't say Empreg.
There's no consent to that.
No consent to Empreg. No, thank you.
By the way, I just learned what empreg was like a year ago.
It's so funny.
It's so funny.
It's just I love
I
that
think
that's
I saw
our
like
word
I
for it.
feel like
you
I
know?
saw like a Trump and Biden one or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was like AI generated or something. Yeah, I think I did too.
Yeah.
There was, oh my God, there was a Cuomo had an AI ad with an Empreg bill from Schoolhouse Rock. Like I'm
I
just a
remember
bill.
that. Yeah,
it was like, why is he pregnant?
Yeah.
What's happening? What do you think the age gap is between them in this fictional universe?
Because they keep saying like she's a little young, isn't she? What I was picturing was more of like a.
She's about to graduate.
She's like 21 and he's 32 or something like that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's nice. That's generous. I don't know why I had him as 40 in my head.
Oh, because I almost said Adam Scott. Adam Driver has always looked 45 years old to me. We might lose some followers for this, but I don't get it.
Hey.
I don't get it, and I never have. And maybe if we watch those, because I feel like that's when people started to really latch on to him was when he was Kylo Ren. So like maybe I'll change my mind. But I've seen enough of him to know, no, thank you. I don't get it. In fact.
Not yet.
And I have a weird taste in men, okay? My celebrity crush is Nick Kroll, you know, and one might say he's not very conventionally attractive, but I just don't get Adam Driver. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Well, you're wrong.
Are you into Adam Driver?
I get it.
Really?
Yeah. He's big.
His voice is
wide.
nice, I will say.
He's got a great
He's
voice.
wide.
You know, he's wide.
That's important.
He's got like a
to
big,
some
strong
girls.
nose. You know, he's got like long, beautiful hair.
He's wide.
He's pale. He's kind of got like an American Vampire thing going on for him.
Disagree.
Okay.
Are we okay?
Yeah.
Are we gonna be okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I did say that I wrote down mentioning the word wife after you gave him head once and hang out at his office after class is crazy.
It
Because
is.
when he finds out that she is the dom that he couldn't stop thinking about, and also his student, obviously, they were together in like a room, a sleeping room in the BDSM club,
Sanctuary,
whatever. And he says something, I don't remember, but she says something like, well, do you want a wife that blah, 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 referencing herself. And I was like,
no, because
wife?
he mentions like nodding her or mating her.
Right. So I guess it's
and then
the
she's
same
like,
as,
what, do you want a wife? Because I'm not going to do that unless you put a ring on it.
Right.
Is the implication, I would say.
I'm not going to mate you until you put a ring on it.
Or I'm not going to let you mate me because I'm the dom.
Because I feel like in most of these situations with like alphas and omegas and whatever, mating is like being married. Like you're mated.
No, when you're bonded, that's like being married.
Oh, okay.
From what I understand. That no was very forceful, as if I'm some sort of authority, and I'm not.
Well,
I'm not.
you
That
know
was
more
just
than
me
me at
like
this
taking
point.
that like white man stance of like, I'm gonna
I'm gonna mansplain
assert-
the Omegaverse to you.
Well,
and you know what?
I kinda
Go ahead,
did.
King.
Thank you.
Go ahead,
You know
King.
what? All right, here's my crown.
You know
Anyways.
what? Here's my crown. Here's my knot.
Okay. Speaking of the Megaverse, though, because I do want to.
We haven't talked about it enough. Go ahead.
It's crazy. I'm enthralled. In this universe, in this specific fic, sorry, when you're in a heat or a rut, you can't eat or drink.
That was crazy.
And that goes on for a week. And I'm like, how did evolution let this happen? And the only reason I'm asking that question is because in the fic, there is a class called Comparative Anatomy of Alphas, Betas, and Omegas.
Right, and we never
it's a
learn
biology
why.
class.
We never learn why.
Why did evolution let that happen? Also, they were like, ever since designations came out a few centuries ago, and I'm like, is this a recent thing that's happened to humanity?
Guess so.
That was like that sentence just like came
that
and
would
went.
wouldn't that be an evolution though? That would
It
kind of
would,
be an
and I'm so
evolution.
like, why
that you
is
all of a
this
sudden you have a knot, you have scent glands.
Well, I mean, but if humans were always like that, if ever since the time of the Neanderthals, right? Like in prehistory.
Is that how you say it, or did you just?
What?
Is that how you say that word?
I think so.
Where did you come up with that?
I
Neanderthals?
Neanderthals.
Neanderthals?
Yeah.
What the? Where have you heard
There
that?
was a documentary I was watching on YouTube.
Maybe they just had a.
No, this was like someone on like PBS or something.
Maybe they just had a speech impediment. Neanderthals.
Neanderthal.
Tomato.
I'm gonna assume it's a tomato thing, and I'm just going to be precocious about it.
Okay.
I'm gonna be preppy.
All right.
Because here's the thing, that was so much attention you just gave me.
And that's what we aim for in conversations.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want a double take. I want a linguistic double take every time I talk to someone. Makes me feel good.
Remember when you said that you were like, "Thank God I didn't go to NYU film school because I would be
the worst.
You would be the worst.
I already am. I'd be worse than I am.
Yeah. I'm not saying you're the worst, but like, I can't imagine you with
I
the
don't-
ego of a New York
Yeah.
University film studies kid.
And I'd probably still be here, applying to law school.
Right.
A decade after graduation. So
Yeah.
all roads lead to Rome. I would say three things for me because our timer went off. Three things. How many things do you want to say?
None.
Okay,
Done.
great, cool. Number one, the scene where he finds out that she is this mystery mistress that he's been pining over for several chapters, and it turns out she's just like giving him a massage and immediately cuts the tension, and she calls him professor. Hated it. I was really loving this.
That wasn't a great reveal.
I was really loving this, and then the reveal got botched.
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe things were rushed because of what was going on in the author's personal life.
Right.
And again, my condolences and also congratulations.
I ain't reading all that. So
I did.
Congratulations.
I was fascinated. I would say that there was one moment where they haven't like done anything yet, and they just like talked all weekend. They stayed up all night and they talked, but they didn't do anything. They didn't even do hand stuff. And then she's like looking at. There's a moment where Rey is remarking how sad it made her to watch the bruises on his wrist fade from the chains that she had like rigged him up in. Hot.
I used to. This is a TMI, but like when I was in my hoeing days, I liked a little roughness, still do, but if I had gotten bruises from my dalliances, I would, I loved like taking a picture and sending it to that person and being like, thinking of you. And it always elicited quite the response.
Yeah.
So I get that.
Do I need to mark you? I need to bite you some more? Big dog? Big dog?
You need to big dog me?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Not in my mouth. Not my
For real. It's time for my golden brick.
What are you going to choose for your golden brick?
Okay, so the
what could you possibly pick out?
Okay. So honorable mentions first. Ascending up to my golden brick. First, we were talking about this passage a little bit, but it's just ew, yuck. Quote, he imagined his mother would drown him in paperwork and then throw a party and ask for a litter of grandpups. It was almost enough to deflate his arousal. Almost.
Thinking about your mother.
About your mother and being aroused. Yuck. That's Princess Leia. Like, she aroused me as a boy, sure, but she's your mom.
Yeah.
Does she still have the bikini? I don't need to know. Doesn't matter. Did he see her in it? Doesn't matter. Going up, this is second place. She shivered at the thought of his teeth sinking into her gland.
Right.
Good.
Human teeth that are not sharp, by the way. Whenever they talk,
you're so right.
Whenever they talk about biting, I'm like, that's just chompers, just your regular human chompers.
Well, you break skin. So can Kylo Ren. And then here it is. Golden brick. She had her hand tight around his knot and made some sort of movement with her fingers that made his climax seem endless.
That was the number one?
Yeah, it's like some sort of movement with her fingers.
Oh, okay. That's what got you.
What do you mean? What did she do?
What did she do with it?
There was some sort of... Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Some sort of movement.
Yeah, she had her hand tight around his knot. So she didn't take it all the way.
I think she did at some point.
She had her hand tight around his knot and made some sort of movement with her fingers.
Maybe he was afraid he would.
Pens?
Well, it's not finished.
I know.
I'll say... I'm not going to get into it because we have gone over our timer we can't help ourselves. But, so I'm going to just say 2.5.
I would say 2. I think this could go up. You just can't say it's better.
Yeah.
Until it's finished. And if this is all it is, which is totally fine, I still enjoyed it. But it's unfinished.
Yeah.
Peppers.
Interestingly enough, I'll say 3.5.
Wow.
Because there was really only one scene.
Yeah.
Of smut, and it was good.
It was good.
But there just wasn't there wasn't a lot, and also it wasn't really extensive. It was mostly just teasing and edging kind of stuff. Yeah. But it was good. Just
interesting because I'm way more of a gooner than you are, but I'd still only give it 2.5. Peppers, yeah.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
I think this one also I factor in the fact that it's like heavy on the BDSM, on the like sex community, instead of it just being like really graphically written sex.
Yeah.
because it also contains like BDSM stuff. I'm like, well, I'll bump it up a little bit.
That was Yield by X Craven
Mm-hmm.
on AO3. Go ahead and
Check it out.
Check it out. Drop some kudos
Yeah.
for them on your favorite chapter.
If this has inspired you to be like, oh my God, you guys have to read my favorite fanfic from when I was 15 years old, please join the Patreon and let us know.
Please let us know. I would love to read it. If you have any Sonic MPreg for us to read,
You know what I've noticed?
I'm like so morbidly curious
You're really into
now.
that. My
I'm not
issue, I
into
will
it,
say,
into
is
it.
with these fanfics is that a lot of them are queer, and that's not. I don't say it's a problem in that like I don't like it.
Get a load of
Get a
this
load of
one
this
over here.
this bigot over here.
Yeah.
No,
Biphobia, you should be afraid of bisexuals because they don't believe in you, queer people. They don't like you.
No, I just mean that like for us specifically because we're reading from it. Like
Yeah.
if we weren't reading from them, because also spoiler alert, we're gonna do a reading from this, but it's gonna be on Patreon. But if we weren't doing readings from these, then I'd be like, whatever, we could read queer fanfic. But I feel funny, obviously, of us doing a John Watson and Sherlock fanfic.
Well, maybe I can be Watson and Sherlock. Are you saying I'm that bad of an actor?
Oh, I guess we could actually.
Oh, let me fuck myself.
I'd love to hear you to make two
Yeah.
different choices and talk to each other like that. I think that'd be fun. Okay. Look at that. And just like that, we can do Sherlock and John Watson fanfic, which I'm a fan of. Because when I watched Sherlock, I was a shipper of.
Oh, sure.
What's their like ship name? Do they have
I
one?
can't remember. The only thing I can think of.
Shotson.
Ew.
Watlock.
That sounds right.
Oh, I don't know. I was just making it up.
That sounds better than Shotson. So it's got to be Watlock.
Mm-hmm.
I just was thinking like Super Hulock.
Right.
From Tumblr.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
Yeah. So that's it from us.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed a little baby episode.
Thanks so much. Drop a like, comment, and
Subscribe.
Everyone who subscribes
Gets nodded.
gets slick.
Also,
When?
please give us 5 stars if you are listening on a podcast platform.
Wherever you are, Spotify, Apple Music,
And
your mother's
if you do
house.
that, you'll be such a good girl.
Oh,
Or a good boy.
you're such a good
Or a
them.
or a good person.
Hello, comrade. I think you're sexy. That's it.
That's it from
I'm
us.
calling us.
Okay, that's it.
Yep.
Bedtime.
For all of us over here at Double Entendre Pod, keep it tight.
Keep it sexy.
Keep it sexy. And also, not it. Bye.
Also, not it.
Not it.